it's double D ranchware from the vault. I thought it might have been
Pendleton,
but it's
kind of like a serape.
Yeah, very nice.
It's from my vault.
Doesn't fit me, but I
20
told her.
Years old.
I told her it has shoulder pads.
Remember those?
That's pretty cool. Hello, everyone. That was our fashion segment of today's show.
Oh.
We love seeing you here.
I'm so excited about this show.
There's a lot of meaning.
Yeah, a lot of meaning. Wonderful pieces in channel inlay. I know you love channel inlay. We haven't done that in years. It's really exciting.
It is so fun to see pieces that I fell in love with over 11 years ago. And I started, pretty soon we'll keep doing these shows, and I'll say over 12 years ago when I first started, and so on and so forth. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Debbie. Melinda. See, Melinda, I was telling Bill Pollock this morning, because we were looking at the divas, and your photo, one of your many photos, came up. And I said, Melinda's not often at our shows because I think she's in her office working. So we won't tell if you're actually
It's Friday. It's Friday.
So good to see you. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're always there and I don't see. So hello, everyone. Harriet
here, Dottie.
Pam, Dottie. Oh, Dottie, thank you for the lovely note to Carolyn and I. We just read the letter. I just read the letter to Carolyn.
Thank you.
On the exchange of the nausea. So we're happy that Jenny is happy.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we try to keep it at an hour. I know that we are starting to even cutting down a little bit of the quantity that we're trying to fit into a show.
There's so many stories to tell.
Yeah, we really want to take time with you. So, but
these are all limited.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. Shall we start?
Let's start with Roderick.
I mean, what a blessed life we had. That's kind of where I was getting to. I just feel blessed to have met him.
Yes. I'm blessed to have known him, his family, and worked with him for years. Yeah. He was the first Native American designer that I worked with and brought to QVC. So we have a really good friendship. Yeah. You want to show this picture real quick?
Yeah.
He's such a love.
If you don't know Roderick, of course, is wonderful. And he always had such a great smile. Yeah. Here's our Roderick.
So he has passed.
Yeah.
So we contribute to his family's income with his pieces.
Right. Yeah. Paid royalties to Marilyn is his wife's name, and I met her too. I wonder if I don't know if Market will happen again this year or not, but
she's still there.
She's still there.
Yeah, Roderick's son.
Okay, but in a different booth area, I think you told me, or maybe
the same one.
It's so nice when you go to Indian Market, and if you go year after year, you know where your favorite artists are because you have that space, and there's a waiting list for any of those spaces.
He was very, very popular. Yes. So we're blessed to work with him to reproduce the pieces that were in his booth at Indian Market. I would sit there with him. I would help him sell because I thought he was. Yeah, I could be a little more aggressive.
Yeah, he's true artist. He's true artist. Too humble. The man was too humble.
So, and then we would choose pieces from the booth. And before they got picked up and sold, I would take pictures. And this was one of them. This beautiful bear.
Good story. Now, the original bear, and I want to mention this because I saw this on a comment, had some 14 karat gold. Might even been 18. I think we generally worked in 14 with Roderick. This was brought back, the design back from the vault in all sterling silver.
Yeah, isn't it gorgeous though? It still has his Gentle Rain series of symbols that are his and his alone. So these aren't Navajo stampings or Zuni symbols. These are Roderick symbols. You see symbols of the corn, symbols of the Kiva steps, the morning star, lightning bolts going through that heart line that leads from the bear's tip of his nose to his back. And then there's so much engraving in this piece. At the top, the medicine bundle has these beautiful oxidized leaves that create the medicine bundle. And then corn inlay is what you're seeing at the center of the bear. So this is bumped up inlay. These aren't flat stones.
It's like kernels of corn. It really is.
That's why it's called that.
Yeah.
And these are genuine stones: malachite, white mother of pearl, red coral. I think there's some black agate. I think I got them all. Turquoise. I missed the turquoise.
Turquoise.
Isn't that fabulous?
Every time I see something from Roderick, I tend to get a little sad, but also, again, feel blessed because I did have the chance.
You can wear a piece of award-winning art. You know, Roderick won many, many awards at Santa Fe Indian Market and the Herd Fair in Arizona. You can see as we look at the model here, it's a pendant, but it's also a brooch. And we haven't done that in a very long time. In fact, Bill reminded me we need to do more of that. Now, she was able to slide that over quite a chunky chain.
That was,
because this is not an enhancer, Bill.
Nope.
You really can't do that when you're doing a combination of a pendant and a brooch. So we've hidden the pendant veil behind the bear, and then the brooch pin is down beneath it. So it's really, really great on a lapel. But you know I love to do with brooches also is put them on my handbags to give them kind of a Southwest touch. Or a hat, you know, we're all wearing a lot of hats now. Use it on your scarves to keep the scarf, you know, where you want it. But the bear is just such a strong symbol. Native Americans felt fortunate to come upon a bear, nose to nose with the bear, and learn from the bear when they did. You know, the life symbol being that wonderful zigzag that goes from the nose all the way to the back, and then the medicine bundle, because he is such a sacred animal, is at the top. But done in Roderick's way.
Stunning. And it's so good to hear you describe it, Carolyn, because you have the story from day one, from when you saw it at his booth. And thank you for taking us through that, because I didn't know some of those parts about it. I'm going to bring this to our close-up table so you can see the back is what we're really looking at for a moment here, because I wanted to show you the pin area.
And look, you can even see the engravings.
See the brooch there.
It's beautiful.
All the patterns through the back. And it's like two bells actually, but they are closed.
It's
They're not
a
open.
Split bail because that makes it hangs the bear more evenly rather than kind of tilting to one side. So
I love that for the reasoning that you just mentioned, and it makes complete sense when you would think about one being in the center, he would tip one way or another.
That's right.
This way, he or she does stay straight. Mama bear. Look at, you're right. All of the designs in the back aren't because they're on the front. They're unique. I mean, that was a completely different. I mean, that was done separately from the front.
We have to honor what Roderick did in his original piece. And he loved every little bit of detail. And like I say, he was such a popular artist in Santa Fe Indian Market. All the other artists would come and visit him because he was so humble and he was so unique in his design motifs. And everybody, you've got a Roderick piece.
And so much of his designs were his unique patterns. It wasn't necessarily taken from cave walls or paintings or etchings into the stone.
I've got his folder of all of his sketches. Probably 500 sketches.
Gosh.
And the sketches that he did for, in this case, that raised lifeline, as well as all of the background. I mean, I've got all of that.
Original sketches from, I would love to see that someday. Oh, what a treat and a treasure. Thank you again, just for sharing those stories about Roderick.
I didn't mention he's Santa Domingo.
Yes, Pueblo. Santa Domingo Pueblo, which is kind of between here and Santa Fe. Santa Domingo Pueblo, I know historically it's known for kind of where she and was originally in shells, and they, that's that tube-shaped bead.
We drill it with a cactus needle because that's all they had. And and they're also known for inlay. But they would use records like vinyl records and other things that they could just have that they happen to have, and then inlay like spiny oyster shell on top of the plastic.
Wow.
Yeah, you'll see those if you go to pawn shops and get vintage pieces.
I want to take a trip to those places now to see that. Thank you. I did not know that would be part of me enjoying today. Just that little segment from Carolyn and her talking about Roderick was such a treat. So hope you enjoyed it too.
Everybody's loving this.
Yeah. Oh, Libby, I am so, there was tornadoes in her area. And thank you. I'm glad that your house wasn't completely destroyed, just like a mile or two away was. So thank God that you're safe, Libby. I know you've just gotten all your landscaping kind of in place and it doesn't look completely in place. So bless you. I'm glad you're safe. Last week or so when I when I said sleep through it, I didn't know that there was a tornado when I said that on your post. I'll just sleep through it. I just thought it was a rain.
Thunderstorm.
Yes,
Yeah.
so that's,
Oh my
so
gosh.
sorry about that.
12 tornadoes went through there.
Yeah.
Right? So sorry.
I'm glad you're with us now, Libby. And I love your story about your 80-year-old neighbor who he's just a workhorse. He was out there watching Libby's patio off already.
I'm sure Libby does a lot for him.
Glad you are all safe.
So treat yourself, Libby.
Yeah. Okay. Dottie's so glad you are okay, Libby. Yes.
Yeah.
It's funny. Lisa and Carolyn have told me, you know, kind of preview before reading, because if you might remember a couple of weeks ago, I just went off on somebody who wrote something that wasn't flattering. We still laugh about it here today. So I'm not reading. Carolyn's going to read. So Roderick earrings are next, right?
This is one of the first designs we did together.
Wow.
The Morning Star earring. Isn't that beautiful?
Now,
so the Morning Star
channel inlay.
Yeah, channel inlay. The Morning Star is depicted in channel inlay. So channel inlay is when the artist takes solid gemstones, cuts them so precisely so that they fit together like a puzzle. So this is turquoise, black agate, and
mother of pearl is that
mother of pearl and red coral.
And red coral.
Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the intricacy of this pattern. The Morning Star.
The channels, the silver little bar are so fine.
So difficult to do because this is all genuine. These are genuine gemstones. So to sit down and cut them so precisely, because you don't know what you're getting yourself into when you're working with natural gemstones. Cutting them so precisely and matching the color so beautifully. Some people, when they first see a piece like this, because it's so perfect, think that it's enamel or paint or ceramic.
I would almost think that.
It's not. Aren't they beautiful?
Wow. And in that this technique is still done, we're able to offer it through American West Jewelry, and you can still have a chance at Roderick Tenario Designs. That's special, folks.
Yeah.
That is special.
So you can see the Kachina figure has been carved at the top and one at the bottom as well. And then the Morning Star, which lights up the morning sky, is still there in the morning. It greets, is a sacred greeting in the morning.
So the Kachina, the horizontal lines are the eyes. I'm amazed still, year after year, just like you all do out there. You find new things in the designs, or you learn more about them. I'm loving this show already today, Carolyn. This is a great Friday.
And this was a collection, like I said, it was the first one we did together. Many of you might have the matching cuff. We don't have that anymore. And we had an enhancer, but I think the earrings were the most popular, actually. Yeah. They're left and right, and they frame your face so well.
Yolanda, I love saying your name, even though I haven't gotten the last one right. Yolanda has the cuff that matches that. Thank you for mentioning that, Yolanda.
She uses it every day.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Oh, that's a great testament, tribute to a wonderful artist. Oops. I was going to show you the earrings up close, even though the shot that we had there on screen was wonderful. Let's see if we have, since we're playing around with having a wonderful zoom camera, I gotta see how close I can get. Not too close. Actually, to see the fine detail of that channel inlay, it really is the picture on our website, which is the best. Yeah.
Maybe we should turn, Lisa can turn that light up a little bit.
I have to know, Lisa, what was unplugged that you had? Was it computer? Oh, okay. I thought, hey, maybe something's not working. Maybe twist it this way. That's better.
That's better.
Yeah, but it's such fine,
it's hard to show.
Smaller stones that are cut so precisely. That's better, Lisa. Thank you. Yeah. It is kind of hard to capture.
I used to count the stones before the show. I forgot to do that. Oh, dozens. Dozens. Yeah.
How tiny they are. The black, every single one. Turquoise would be some of the bigger cuts here, but the mother of pearl and the black agate are just so
Some of them
fine.
are just like stripes.
Yeah.
But the mark of great channel inlay is when you rub your put your finger on it, and it feels like just one cabochon. One cabochon. So it is not flat inlay. It does have the dome of a cabochon, which makes it even more difficult.
Feel that now.
It's not only to cut the stones so they fit together in a beautiful puzzle, but to have that dimension and then polish them all together. So isn't that amazing?
What an art form just that technique is. And I would imagine it really did come from Native Americans. I know Spanish gave Native Americans a lot of ideas with silver work, but to cut stones like that
this is
and
definitely
to inlay
the most
them,
difficult lapidary technique in Southwestern jewelry, Native American jewelry. And many of you have come to Santa Fe. You know, you find channel inlay in the finest galleries and in the museum collections.
Yeah. Oh, Nancy received these beautiful earrings a few days ago, and then I saw several people saying that they have the other pieces from the collection. Thank you all for those years, obviously, of being with us
and that you still wear them. Yeah. So thank you. It's a work of art.
Yeah. Know that everything that we are bringing back from Roderick, this is bugging me. That's crooked in the book. You are getting Roderick's romance card. We have a Kenneth Johnson piece you'll see later on, and you are getting that. So we are paying tribute to Roderick by including his.
And we have 5 Roderick pieces.
5? Yeah. Yeah. Most of them are channel inlay, or if not all of them. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So it's a great show. We've gone through 2 pieces. We're going to keep moving on just a little bit. Let me look at my list here. So we did have.
Oh, you know what? A lot of these will not go on the leather cord, if you're wondering that, because they don't have the enhancer veil, but you can see a lot of chain will work.
Yeah.
Or if you have just another idea is just to get a leather, length of leather from the craft store and put that black or red leather with these pieces would be stunning. And then you can just tie a knot in that.
So we have some, one pair or one strand of native pearl beads. We have one leather necklace, and then this is the concha link chain that we brought in to work with some of the pendants that aren't enhancer veils. And in this case, the Roderick Bear almost fit through this next item that we're going to bring up on screen, and it is native pearls, but not quite over this size.
That's a pretty chunky native pearl.
It is, and we probably have smaller that actually would, but I might have ordered the wrong one before the show. So the chain came in last minute. We don't have that. Maybe Laura will find the item number for that and pop it onto the screen if you're interested in that, but of course you can find it. So native pearls, we always love. Now, we brought this necklace into the show more to be able to feature some of the pendants that you're going to see, but we wanted to show you on screen because it is a great length.
Yes.
It is a classic. We have a comment from Vicky saying a dazzler, very pretty, looks super with my American West pendants. And she said different from what you see in the marketplace. And she's probably talking about like a Native American market.
Yeah, if you come to Santa Fe, you're going to see, this is the must-have necklace. You'll see ladies walking around in this one with the desert pearl also layered. You have the extender chain, as we always do, so you do have that adjustability. But we just wanted to bring this into the show because it's a classic too. And we have a discount. A Facebook discount.
We do. If you use code AWVault20, everything is 20% off. Everything that you see here. Now the beads should be, yes, they would be, because we of course added it to the group. If there's ever any questions, emailing our customer service team is always best. Customer service at AmericanWestJewelry.com will get you there.
Sherry didn't get her romance card. We'll have to straighten that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I did ask, because I ran next door to our other building to grab these, and I asked specifically, when a Roderick piece is leaving to a customer, does it have that romance card? And I was told yes. So I'm going to make sure that they are doing that, because it is a wonderful part. It is something that you're going to want to
We'll get it to you, Sherry.
Yeah, I think I owe you some of those little rubber earring backs, Sherry. I haven't forgot about you.
Little care packages on its way.
And since Sherry's on there and we're talking about you, I want to call out 5 wonderful people who, under our Facebook event, I saw 5 of you who actually invited other people to the event, and we thank you for that. So Wanda Duffy, you invited somebody. You invited Tammy. Carol Morgan invited Missy. Sherry Ritter, there's our Sherry, invited a Denise. Carol Collingsworth invited a Renee, and Sherry again invited Kayleen Flores. So thank you.
Thank you for and welcome.
Yes. So thank you. I just wanted to say that because I was like, oh, somebody's inviting other friends, and we love that. Okay, since I have this here, before we get into the next piece, I'm going to ask the first trivia question of 2. And this is for Kenneth Johnson. It's a charm with Sleeping Beauty, but it's really a small pendant.
Yeah, enhancer.
Enhancer, it really is. So the first question is, during what period did Native Americans discover Sleeping Beauty turquoise? And of course, before America was America, but during what period?
Period meaning what? Year?
What? No, like what segment in history,
Okay.
especially in Native history.
Okay.
So
I'm giving people time to Google.
Yeah. and Laura will look for whoever says it first, and anyway, there'll be a question, another one at the end. Let's go on to more jewelry. So we went on to the beads. We talked about those, and again, we're going to keep those up probably throughout the show, just so we can keep working with other pendants.
Yeah, let's go to pendants.
Well, we have, where's the one? There's the one. I know what we want next, because this is the pendant that's up next, and then we will have the
information on the leather,
which is right after that.
Okay.
So this, you said it was
our first
ever?
first channel inlay pendant. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's just classic in its color and its pattern. So it's black agate, orange spiny oyster, turquoise, lapis, malachite, and there's silver dividers between each and every stone here. It was so popular. It actually it was on air for years. It just it's so stunning.
I almost think that somebody commented on this, and maybe it was on one of our other posts, who said, I have the original one that's not enhancer. Would it have been a solid, this one is an enhancer veil. So the original one back then, yes.
That's right. So when we brought it back, we put an enhancer veil
on it.
Yeah.
So that's why we can do it through the toggle ring of the leather.
And the native pearls, obviously.
Yes. Yeah, the native pearls.
And then you see the beautiful piercing in the sterling silver. Those are the kiva steps, which lead you into the ceremonial kiva. Isn't it pretty?
Right there at the top. Okay.
All the way around, north, south, east,
and
west.
Yes. It's all cut out. It's all pierced.
Yes.
I haven't seen this since way back when. Because
it was before Alex.
I think it was. Maybe there were some I'm thinking there might have been one or two in the gallery, but I get excited about it because this really feels like new jewelry again, even though it is back from the vault for good reasons. I don't know if we had some of the stone, or if we maybe had some of a setting, or we just decided to bring it back. Right. So
isn't it great? And this, imagine now that it has the enhancer veil, you can put it on your turquoise strands. I love how we put it through the toggle of the leather that so many of you own. That looks so great there on your silver chains. In any beads.
Yeah,
if you have black agate beads, that would be stunning.
And go with leather on the leather section, because that will look, I think, a little more edgy. It brings out the black.
It does bring out the black.
That pattern, that patterning reminds me of some of those artists in the 60s and 70s who did those big block paintings like that. So it kind of has somewhat of a contemporary feel to it also, even though it's a traditional technique.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's where I was going with that. So pretty. Pat, yeah, that's where I saw it. It was on the review that we had on this. Now, most pieces that you're seeing in today's show, again, are back from the vault. So even though they had reviews years ago, now most of them don't have reviews on our website. So it's up to you all, while these last, to talk other people into how wonderful it is by putting out the review. It was Pat who said, I have this set from years ago, so long that mine is a pendant. I always get compliments on it. Goes with everything. Sure thing. Thank you, Pat.
Wow.
You seeing anything fun there?
I'm seeing that there are a few of you who have the original pendant.
Okay.
And it was a long time ago, Pam says.
Come on.
This is a lot of fun, isn't it?
We're all young.
Linda Hill has the original also.
Yeah, so cool.
And Harriet just ordered Roderick's Kachina pendant, one she does not have. Wow. Pendant is still like new, handmade in the USA.
Yay.
Amy's getting the Morningstar earrings. You have the matching pendant and bracelet from a long time ago.
See, that's really nice to be able to complete a collection, and there'll be more of you out there like that. Oh, I missed out on the earrings. It's a good time.
Well, you know, when we bring things back from the vault, I don't mean to pressure anybody, but aren't many.
Yeah.
Right? This is truly a really great opportunity.
Yeah.
And it's a great, even if you don't have the matching pieces, to pick up a designer piece from the vault and let it be your standalone.
Yeah.
You know, it's a work of art.
I'm thinking, well, it's Mother's Day coming up, and then my mom wears all of her jewelry almost all at once, and she needs more.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, which of these special?
My mom has that pendant.
Either
the original.
Either the pieces that are back from the vault in Carolyn Pollock brand, or from American West. I'm thinking, which ones do I want to get my mom before they sell out? So I hope somebody else is thinking that for yourself and for gifts.
So we bring the other bracelet up too, since we're going to kind of show the two colors. Where did that go?
That was in next week's show, my dear.
I can't keep it straight.
Carolyn and I work on next week's shows
right
even
before
this one. So there are two different colors than this one, but there are two 5-stone cuffs in next week's show too. Shh, you heard it here first. This one is red jasper though. I love this additional color.
Yeah, I do too. And it's going to go with so many pendants so many of the inlay pendants. We've got red jasper coming up in the arrowhead.
This is next, so let's just pull this one up
because that
has some of that color in there.
And then Roderick's arrowhead, that has red jasper, right? In the point.
That's towards the end of our show, but we'll bring that. Oh, and that one has jasper on the back too. So yes, this bracelet in red jasper, and it is it the larger of the two? Yep.
Yes, the original 5-stone.
Yeah, the original 5-stone cuff.
That all of you love, and we've done it in so many colors. And I know some of you have posted how many colors, how many versions you have. They stack so great, but look how bold it is on its own too.
Love that. I love that color. I'm gonna throw a pitch out there for our wonderful partners at Macy's who love the red, but something about coral that's just nationally, they just don't want to have that name coral, even though our coral is sea bamboo and it's a non-endangered species. We won't go into all of that, but Macy's is picking up this new color, and they're so happy to get something that has that fire, that depth of color that is more like a red.
But but the red jasper is a little earthier, right? It's a richer, I don't like to say brick red, maybe terracotta, kind of leaning toward terracotta.
Look good with what you have on.
Look great with this jacket.
I think most colors would look great with what you have on there. So love that cuff. Again, available in small, average, and large. I'm sure we made this in all of them. I didn't even check that before I said it. I just know that we would.
Yeah, we would, because it's our most popular cuff. And we chose the red jasper because it does go back to so many of the pieces, the inlay pieces that we have in this show.
In this show, again, what a nice addition that will be to your stacking. Yeah, I'm going to put this right there since we had that one up. It does work well with the spiny. Styles, of course, are going to look great, whether it's an inlay piece like the necklace, or also a setting in more of a serrated bezel like you see in the cuff.
Sleeping Beauty turquoise comes from Anasazi times.
Yes, that is the correct answer.
The first
but are you the first one who said that? We will see. But that was the answer that. And Laura, thank you for helping me figure out trivia questions today.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know so many of you love red jasper.
Cool.
So glad we did this. Dottie loves red jasper. Debbie loves this one. Love the red jasper, says Melinda.
Melinda, you love every color. You look good in every one too.
Any other new colors in that coming? Debbie wants to know if we have any other new colors coming up.
That's the ones I think we mentioned that'll be in next week's show. I think one might be
new.
One is definitely new, but I don't know if it's the wide one or the small.
We have a new.
You're just going to have to tune in next week to find out.
We have a new multicolor coming up.
Okay.
Yeah. Think Santa Fe sunset.
Not a sunrise, a sunset. What a tease. On a tease. All right. So, how are we on time, Lisa? I'm going to ask early today.
30 minutes.
We're 30 in.
We have a lot of inlay to talk about.
Yeah. So the next inlay piece we're talking about is this particular, and this is an enhancer pendant.
And this is what we call micro inlay, because the stones are so small, and they're all done vertically. They don't have any silver dividers between them. This really leans more toward the traditional Santo Domingo inlay, because they would just pretty geometric stones together with no silver. So this has tiger's eye and turquoise And it's spiny, I think.
I think that's spiny.
Yeah.
Now,
but it worked with the red jasper
it
cup.
did.
Yeah.
Know that these were fairly new on our website, probably in the last week or so. And we may need to tweak the stone descriptions in some of these. So help each other out, because you all know a great deal about the stones that we use. So again, what is said or what is printed on our website right now might get tweaked a little bit in the next week, because we're going to go through them all.
They're all genuine.
Yeah, all genuine.
All solid gemstones. And yeah, this one has, if you love your earth tones set next to that pop of blue turquoise, this is really a great choice for you.
We'll try to get a close-up of this one. I like it. It looks almost like, oh, and it really did in the photo we showed. Almost looked like a dream catcher. It almost looked like a web in that other shot. In the sterling area. Well, there we go. You know, and I tell you, our model shots and our product shots are so good that I'm not going to show a lot of close-ups, because we have to keep moving through this. But when you want, you let us know also if you want to see a close-up. Love that piece. All right, what do we have next? Again, no reviews on most of these pieces, so we need you to help us out. Oh my gosh, I have loved this ring from day one of being at the gallery. Now this is Kingman.
Yeah.
Love. This is one that I'm thinking that would look so good on my mama's hand.
That is a huge Kingman. And you know, Kingman is known for its kind of variations, and you know, full spectrum of turquoise color, olive green, blue green, they're probably most known for. So this bright, really vibrant blue Kingman is very, very special, especially in this size. We worked closely with the miner when we were at the mine in Kingman, Arizona, and he would literally show us buckets of what he had, because it had it all sorted by quality and color. And so we decided to do something really special. I love the bezel on this, if we can show it closer.
I do too. That was one of the things that I first fell in love with this particular ring. I'm going to bring it into our close-up area and kind of turn it around. When I first saw this at the gallery in Uptown here in Albuquerque, where I first started with the company, I love the setting. It's elegant. It has some strength to it. It's more of a high polish. We don't see quite as much oxidation on this.
It's really a tribute to nature with those leaves. They're so pretty on the side.
Yeah, all around there.
You know, we love to do bezels that work into the design and don't take away from the stone or cover up too much of the stone. So this is nice and secure, because you know, I can tell you live in American West jewelry, and because you've owned it for years and years and years. I want you to live in it. So the stone is beautifully secure. This is a stone that we were just jumping up for joy when we discovered we had it in the vault. Because you can't get this size.
No, I imagine not.
In this quality at this price.
I wish we would have, I wish we knew how many we had of this in each size, because it is a time to get it, is now, because we won't have this very long. We can't.
So where Sleeping Beauty is a bluer, how I would describe this, even though it's very rich in its color, it's more of a teal, right? A deep turquoise color versus blue. Yeah.
Yes. And more of a true traditional blue turquoise, this pendant that we're going to see next, which again would match back to the ring nicely. I bet we had this because it's a soft rectangle. I bet this stone was a special cut stone too.
Right.
That we had, and then we did some castings too.
We've done so many special cuts over the years. When we found the stone, we knew we had to cast the pieces to work around the stone, like you said, because it's a very, I love the elongated cushion. It's flattering like an oval, but it's just something a little different. And this is a softer blue. I wouldn't call it blue green.
No, it's definitely a softer sky blue. Great detail on the bill. It is an enhancer bill. See if we can get a closer shot on here, because we're making Lily work today. She's pushing all the buttons. Thank you, Lily and Lisa, for being here helping us. We're going to get them on this side of the camera one of these days.
Oh, Sharon says she must have the ring.
Yeah, they have the hard job, I think, on that side, where ours is easy. Sharon says yes. Yes, Sharon. And my mom's name is Sharon. I think that's a sign, because I thought about this ring from my mom. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom would love that too.
I think that's a good one. You want one?
Lisa
Yeah,
wants one.
but Lisa wears like a 5. Yeah, we don't even have the 5.
Wear it on your index finger.
That's all we have?
7
okay.
through 10.
7 through 10. Good to know because my mom will wear a 7 or 8. It's so good, Mom. No, you're not watching today. Yeah, so that was that pendant. I just want to do a quick, on the back, I always love to see that we show the back of stones. And I've said that. We just did an Amazon Carolyn Pollock show before this one. And I really call it out there because a lot of those people watching, they don't know us as well as you all do. That's a sign. We're not hiding anything.
Right.
So I always, because I've seen pieces, I've owned pieces way back when, before my jewelry career here, that stone fell out and there's like little powdery stuff behind it, like sawdust.
Oh, sawdust.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
It's traditional.
American jewelry. They would fill that in order to, raise the stone so it fit better in the bezel. We don't use sawdust.
No. But it's a technique.
Yeah. Anyway. The problem is if you get it wet, forget about it.
Oh.
Yeah, sawdust kind of.
Yeah, and that's when the stone like sits then further down. Aha, I saw that many years ago. Okay, earrings that I believe are Kingman also, but in more of the greenish kind of tone. This is Kingman. I can tell by that item number.
Yeah, this is what I would call. It's not an olive green. It's a light bluish green, and a lot of your stones are going to have matrix, and a lot of your stone experts by now, but what causes turquoise to be bluer is the fact that it's surrounded by a host rock that has a high copper content. Well, at Kingman, I would see a single vein go from green to blue-green all the way to soft blue and then bright blue, because certain layers of the earth had different host rock formation. So this one kind of has the combination of the iron creating the green color and a little bit of the blue with copper influence. But I love the matrix, and every one is going to be unique. You can see the one on Monique doesn't have as much matrix, but what we do is we match it with the percentage of matrix within your pair.
Right.
Yeah.
So yes. And that is the way this particular pair, it's a little bit lighter in the matrix, but it is even on both earrings. So
difficult.
Yours is going to be unique each time. Yeah, it is very difficult. There is somebody right next door, at least 1 or 2 people, that's their job. When they were working on this pair of earrings, it's just matching stones.
That's right.
So if anybody is watching from next door, thank you for matching the stones so beautifully. Love that. We're going to keep on moving along.
Okay.
Before Lisa gives us she does that little symbol. Come on, circle it up. This is a Roderick piece
10
too.
minutes, that's all we have?
No, it is
I believe anything.
Well, it's because we can talk and all of a sudden
it's a good thing my heart's okay.
Yes. It's okay, you can tease. Little jokester over there.
It's like being with Antonella Nestor or something, I love to laugh during these, so thank you.
Yeah, you might all have seen that we posted a fundraiser for Antonella on both of our Facebook pages. Of course, if you can donate, she's such a wonderful gal and going through some tough medical things right now.
She's got such a great attitude.
We love you, Antonella. If you're out there, if you see these in a rerun or wherever you are, we're thinking about you.
She's going to be living on her boat for a while.
Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah. We're going to get her on air, and we're going to get some of you back on air with us again here. So this Roderick piece, Kachina.
This unique. Oh my gosh. Look at this.
Oh, it's the Kachina because it's the top part.
Look at the Kachina face, right?
Wow.
This is done in white mother of pearl and channel inlay. So these are sections of mother of pearl, and it's actually the sun face on the Kachina. And you can see the traditional sun face with the 2 eyes and then the vertical line and the horizontal line.
So every one of those that I see is a little piece. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then
the intricacy of this one is blowing me away.
And then
crazy.
The way we created the corn, the sacred corn plant, it's a symbol of our interdependence with Mother Earth. We must nurture her so the corn and other things can nurture us back. So the way we did this was, it's a solid lapis cabochon. We engraved the corn into the lapis and then inlaid yellow jasper. So it's like
Is it chip inlay
Yes,
yellow Jasper?
So
It's so
like,
tiny.
it's so
It looks like one piece.
We use like a toothpick to do this, and so isn't that gorgeous? It's truly a work of art, and then accented with two of the most important stones in Roderick's work and Native American work in general: the red coral and the turquoise.
This is a true collector's piece.
It's a brooch too.
I'm almost speechless because of everything that you've just said. The corn really just accents the pyrite also in the lapis. It's a beautiful combination. I'm going to bring it to our close-up for the back so you can just see that it is also a pendant and pin. Now, this is a true pendant. There's not an enhancer bail.
It's fairly large.
It's a decent size. I believe this is one of those that the native pearls wouldn't fit through. Okay. There's only 3 that we had in today's show that I had to bring this chain in just so we can hang it on something. But what a great pin that would be also.
Now, when you go to our
nice weight, this is heavy.
Yeah, when you link to these pieces, in the description, most of the time we do have a measurement on the bail. So if you're wondering, if you've got something at home and you're wondering if it's going to fit over that, you'll know. You could definitely put a more substantial chain through that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I have my chunky one here.
At last minute, when I found that the 3 or the native pearls that I brought into the show didn't fit on a couple of pieces, I went and got a chain that I knew would fit everything. But yes, you can definitely go larger. So we're going to keep moving on. Oh my gosh, I love this piece. And you have Roderick's hallmarks on the back. All the artists' hallmarks are there. True collectors, gotta get it. Yeah. Mother of Pearl ring. I remember this one from back when in the day. We must have had, and then we did it in several colors throughout the years.
Just like our friendship ring is our most popular, more delicate or scaled down ring today. This was our most popular single stone. Those of you who have it will know what I'm saying when it's surprising how heavy this is, how much silver, how sculptural the silver is all the way around the band, and you can see that concha pattern, the bump up of silver on top of the shank, and then the rope detail, bezel detail. There's just lots of layers and layers of silver, so it feels really great.
When you talk about they would know about the heaviness, I started looking down at it, and for the size of the ring, because the stone's not super huge.
Right, very easy to wear.
But oh my gosh, the amount of silver in this one. We have a gram scale over there, but this is one of the heaviest rings that I have felt for that scale of a ring. Absolutely. There is a lot of silver.
And we've done it in other colors, but this pink mother of pearl is so pretty now that we're finally into spring.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is perfect.
Great Mother's Day idea too.
This was going to last several lifetimes and then some.
Yes.
I always mention that the rings that are produced here, you don't flatten out the bottom of that shank by holding onto your steering wheel or whatever, your golf club.
Yeah, and Alex, we don't use a lot of pink mother of pearl recently. We haven't used recently because it's becoming a little too washed out, sometimes a little brown. So finding this pink mother of pearl in the vault was so great.
I bet a lot of you would love to come see the vault. We have a couple of gem rooms that it's hard not to just stop and look through and then go, oh my gosh, and I remember what that was said before.
It's a good thing I have a steel trap mind.
You and Bill, you do have really great memories.
With these pieces, so
yes, it's true.
This is so much fun. I'm having such a great time today.
Me too. This is a kind of I do. Yeah, we have fun with all of you there.
This is really special
because it brings back a lot of the history and memories that are so wonderful. It brings back my memories from standing there in our gallery here in Uptown, and I remember meeting Carolyn when we were dressing up the gallery and the ladders and decorating for spring many springs ago.
Yes, many.
15 minutes.
Okay, well, we're going to rush through a couple more. This one is both a pin and a pendant, but what's cool about it, and the next one is that, because they're very similar.
The east-west, and north-south.
Mhm.
I can just talk about these both.
Yeah, go ahead.
Was the pattern in the silver was actually taken from a quilt pattern,
Oh.
and it's pierced through, which is so pretty. We called this one Oasis because it was the first time we used these stones this is a very spring and summer piece too, together in channel inlay. No silver dividers, and this was very interesting in the way the stones are cut at different angles, which makes it more difficult too. So shades of mother of pearl, white mother of pearl, gold mother of pearl, gray mother of pearl, and accents of amethyst. We had never done amethyst and peridot in the inlay. Isn't that gorgeous?
Such a great piece.
This is the pin and brooch.
That is the pin and brooch. Now, since they're both constructed the same way, I'm going to go to our close-up camera and show you the north to south one that you're talking about, because it has the same gemstone inlay. But here's what I want to show you: the back side pin, same as the one that we have on the bust there, but this comes off, not easily. You really have to, push it to the top. So while you're wearing it, don't worry that it's going to come off.
You can hear the click.
Yeah. But that's how that works.
Yes, you don't. The bail. We didn't have to put a bail on the back, so this is a very substantial bail.
They both have that size.
And I wanted it to be. That's why we didn't tuck a bail on the back.
That in.
We made it removable.
So cool. Now this is when it doesn't have an American West hallmark on the back. It has the CP on the back because it was all CP back then.
So do we have a model shot showing the brooch at all?
Robin did a photo. You can see up in the corner. It shows her wearing it as a pin.
I saw the other one. Oh, there we go.
Maybe, but not on the long one. So but it'd be the same. Yeah, they both work the same.
Love it.
And Robin, if you're listening, thank you for putting in that other shot.
What a great Easter piece.
It is, because of the colors,
and the
very
shape.
much, and the flowers going through.
Really good.
We almost better bring these pieces back for another show, some of these if they last, because they're worth looking at again. Now's the great time to get them. Use code AWBulk20 for the next 2 weeks to receive 20% off of all of these. One more quick question, trivia, because I know we said we're giving away 2 today. What city is near the mine, Sleeping Beauty mine, and when did the mine close? So what city is...
It's a 2-part question.
It's a 2-parter. We're making it a little harder. Yes.
All right.
And the next there. Speaking of Sleeping Beauty.
That's right.
And of course the prize is a Kenneth Johnson piece.
The
Kenneth Johnson earrings that we've just brought back from the vault.
This is the first piece we did with Kenneth Johnson.
That's right.
Yeah, I love this because it has so much movement. It moves from the lever back, it swings in between, and then it has the dangle at the bottom, the teardrop dangle. Very iconic design by Kenneth, who's from Oklahoma originally.
Yeah, well, that was one of last week's questions. A lot of movement in these earrings, from the lever back to that upper section, and then the 2 gorgets, almost patterns, gorget patterns, and they are separate, and then even that little silver part that dangles.
Kenneth is a rock star at Santa Fe Indian Market. You cannot get to his booth really until Sunday if you want to talk to him. He's won several awards, top jewelry, best of jewelry at Santa Fe Indian Market, as well as Scottsdale, and he's been commissioned to do a lot of amazing pieces for
government people, tribal leaders.
Sandra Day O'Connor, he did something for her.
But he'll work in diamonds and in platinum.
Big gorget necklaces, the same shape.
He's a rock star. He's a cool guy too. He's pretty fun. I haven't seen it. And of course you get the Kenneth Johnson romance card with the pieces that you buy of his collection.
Margaret, she has these and she loves them.
Good.
All right. Okay.
Another inlay piece. Now this one, again, is a fixed bail, not enhancer, but really large because look, it fits over those native pearls.
Okay.
That is that one.
All right. So this one, look at all the gemstones here. This is purple spiny oyster in the 2 corners, green turquoise, orange spiny oyster, red jasper, yellow jasper, and then of course in the middle you see a combination of lapis and turquoise, and silver dividers throughout. I love the texture on this piece too. This texture was really inspired by sand cast pieces where Native Americans would cut into rocks, which had the sand texture, and create the mold out of that. And when they poured the silver in, it would come out with a texture like this. So we created this in production to really have a combination of high polish on the bail, but a lot of that amazing texture in the, around on the border as well.
And as you mentioned on the other inlays, it's not flat. It's like a square cabochon in that there's depth to that. I didn't even realize that until you mentioned it earlier in the show, and how much more difficult that would be to make the stones come together and feel like one stone when you rub your finger across it when they're domed in the setting.
No pits, right. It's beautiful.
Wow.
These are gallery
pieces. Yeah, I appreciate our work more and more year after year. I hope you do the same. I'm taking that one off just to show you the next piece.
We have 10 whole minutes.
Well, yeah, but we have a few more pieces.
Yeah, we have another Roderick. 2 more Roderick.
Yeah, we have 4 more, including this piece. So this is a Roderick piece that I know many of you have and love.
Yes, the arrowhead piece.
Yeah,
that's also done in inlay. The arrowhead is a symbol of alertness, also direction. I love this piece. I love the border work where he's cut it out a little bit as well as engraved into it. The stair steps at the top not only complete the arrow, but is also that kiva step pattern, which leads into the ceremonial kiva room. And this one is done in gold mother of pearl, green turquoise, black agate, and there's your red jasper again to go back with that cuff.
That cuff would be great. I know we're running out of time, so I'm not going to grab the cuff right now, but I'm going to do a close-up of this because you have to see the back. There's even more red jasper on the back. Many of you who have this would know it, but there's more patterns.
Reversible. Yeah. A reversible Roderick piece. Amazing.
Roderick, we love you.
Yes. So that's another reason we didn't do an enhancer bail, because it truly is reversible.
Oh yeah. So it looks
there is no front and back.
Yeah, because there are symbols on the back.
The lightning bolt, which is a symbol of direction. We have the morning star. We have the raindrops, and we have the kiva steps.
Thank you, Carolyn. I couldn't have gotten those all correct. I call these earrings ice cream cones because I heard that somebody calling that here.
It's a problem when we come up with pet names.
But they're cute names.
They never go away.
Yeah, it looks like ice cream cone. I love the combination of these gemstones. The orange, spiny, and the black agate.
To me, it really looks like kind of a contemporary kachina.
Okay.
With the headdress done in sterling silver. But I've gotten used to ice cream cones. So I've never had a black cone. Could be orange sherbet, I guess.
Okay.
But okay. But it's a beautiful combination, I think. A very stunning combination of gemstone colors, the orange spiny and the black agate. And that's a scallop symbol down around the cone. Is a symbol of constancy and happiness. Don't we all want that now?
I like that. Almost because of the shape. I kind of like those two together.
I do too.
Even though they're different gemstones.
And this is not Roderick, but they're working well.
They do
actually, this would work so well with all the inlay pieces.
Yeah.
The oval. Can you grab the oval? I promise I'll be quick.
That's okay. This one?
Yeah. No, the inlay with the spiny and the first one. The first piece.
Oh.
There you go. Black and spiny.
And just to mention, we rushed through so we can get this in under an hour so we can share it on our Instagram stories.
So that would be a great match.
Yeah, that would. The next one, I lost our chain someplace here, so I have to hold this one up.
Oh, it's another
because
Roderick.
This is another Roderick piece, but the bill is not small, but it was too small for the native pearls that I brought in. But this is a gorgeous
with that infinity
Roderick piece.
symbol in the polished sterling silver, looping through the bail and then back toward the gemstone. Inlaid in turquoise, white mother of pearl, red jasper, and black agate. And just like many of his pieces, the back is engraved with his gentle rain symbols.
I'm going to bring that in, and then we'll get to our last piece so we can see the back of this. Sorry, folks. You can kind of see the patterning there. I hope that on our website, we pay tribute to it by showing the back. If not, we sure should before it sells out. Or the people who are buying it will just be very pleasantly surprised when it gets home.
That's right.
Because there are Roderick's patterns on the back. I love that. Thank you, dear Roderick.
5 minutes. This is great. Oh, Sherry has those earrings. Thinking of wearing With Roderick, yeah, the
Yeah.
black and
Mhm.
black and orange definitely would go with all of Roderick's
Yeah.
pieces. So many of the pieces.
Sun ray symbols
Yeah.
all around that. And then he
Is
said,
our last piece?
that is our last piece
Wow.
now. Yeah.
Okay, this is one of my favorites. I love the shape. I love the zigzag pattern in the silver that's pierced, the mountain range, symbol of abundance.
Oh,
Beautiful
yes.
concha patterns, north, south, east, west. And this inlaid stone is cushion cut as well. So it's a nice, soft diamond shape that's been inlaid with a beautiful blanket pattern. It's a traditional, like blanket weaving that Native Americans would do with kind of that star pattern. With the medicine man's eye in the center, which is a symbol of wisdom, done in sponge coral, which is a little, I would say, brickier red than sea bamboo. Sponge coral, orange spiny oyster, so you're getting your red and orange, just a subtle difference, and then that subtle difference between lapis and denim lapis.
Yeah, I was going to ask
silver
that.
dividers as well. So
I love the pattern of this one.
Too.
Now this one has an enhancer bell on the back that would fit just about anything you can think of. It is very substantial, but again, secure. I'm going to bring that one to our close-up area. So you can see the back, and I'm going to turn it to its side. You can see how large that is. Yes.
Wow.
Very big.
You put that on your largest native pearls. You know, I know, big chunky denim lapis beads.
As big as you probably have in your jewelry wardrobe.
So cool.
This will fit over it.
Yeah, we've done those on QVC. And we have them on our website.
We do.
The oval beads.
That would look so good. Well,
isn't that great?
Next Friday, we are back at the same time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, with a tribute to Mother Earth.
Yes.
We start that next week. April is Mother's Earth Day in April, but for us, April is Earth Month. So we want to celebrate.
Dottie has this enhancer, and she has it. She loves it. She wears it. It looks great with denim. Okay. Absolutely. Yep. All right. Someone wants to win the lottery so she can get more jewelry. Dottie says it looks really good on the orange leather cord too.
Oh,
thank you for all the ideas.
Thank you,
everybody has been really giving us great feedback.
Hello,
today.
Deanne. I didn't see you there earlier. And this weekend, I'm not traveling to Colorado like I did go see my sweet mama last weekend and grandbabies and son and daughter-in-law. So I will go back through all of today's show, comment on things that I think still might need a comment. Laura, you're wonderful at doing that. Thank you very much. But we could not do this without you all right there.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us once again.
So much fun. Enjoy these pieces.
Yeah, and we'll see you next Friday.
Bye-bye.